In this video, I'm going to help you eliminate micromanaging clients and automate your sales process by strategically using video. I'm Amanda Horvath, and I'm all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs leverage the power of video without breaking the bank or taking up tons of their time. So if you're looking to use video in your strategy this year, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. Right now, you might be solely relying on word-of-mouth referrals to feed your business. This can lead to inconsistent leads throughout the year and those random freak-out moments when you realize, oh my gosh, I've been spending all my time on fulfillment and no time on getting clients. How do I know? Because I have been there, my friend. Whenever I was running my video marketing business, I was so busy creating videos for other people that I didn't have time to create my own content. But once I started implementing video into my strategy, I realized that it was the one thing that made everything else easier or unnecessary. So in this video, I want to give you the 4 steps to strategically using video to eliminate these obstacles for good from your business. Step 1, acknowledge the gap. One of the most exhausting parts of the sales process is when people are coming to you for things that they think that they need, but it's not actually what they need. And then you have to take them from, oh, you think you need this, to you actually need this. That process is really exhausting. So the way that this showed up in my business is people were coming to me for video. So they would come to me and they'd say, hey, I need this video. And I'd say, you know what, I don't know if that's the video you actually need to accomplish the goals that you're looking to accomplish. You might want to consider this video. So AKA, they were coming to me for technical support to film a video that they already had in mind, but what I knew that they needed was video strategy to actually get the results that they were looking to achieve by creating what they thought they needed. This led me to be constantly frustrated at being treated like a technician rather than a video strategist who can actually get people results. So the first step is to recognize this gap within your business. What are people coming to you for that they think that they need, and what is it that they actually need? Step 2, create content to fill the gap. The reason that this gap exists in your business is because you have a marketing issue. The people coming to you aren't properly educated on what they need, which is what is causing this problem. So in order to solve it, you need to create consistent videos that teach people what they don't know, that they don't know. You are the expert, so you get to decide what those things are. Now, in last week's video, I talked about laying out a customer journey and getting really clear on the transformation that you want to take people through. So if you haven't checked that video out, then I highly recommend doing so in the cards. What you'll do is just take little pieces of content early in that customer's journey and start to roll these things out. Now, as you do this, more and more people are going to start to come to you knowing what they need versus what they think that they need. Now, I want to point out that this doesn't happen overnight. So at first, when you start creating your content, there are going to be crickets. That's totally normal. Keep going through that silent phase, because here's why. People are seeing that content, but they might not be your ideal customer. However, that person goes out into the world and they have friends and family, and those friends and family might randomly mention a problem that you solved in a particular video that you posted on LinkedIn. That person naturally, let's name him Harry, when he's talking to Sally, his friend, okay, When Harry Met Sally, one of my favorite movies, when he's talking to Sally, Sally has a problem of something that Harry saw that you solved, right? Naturally, Harry wants to help Sally because in conversation, if you have something to share, then you always want to share it. So he'll say, hey, I saw this one video, blank, blank, blank. I'm not the expert on it, but maybe you should go check out you. And then Sally comes into your business knowing what she actually needs and then reaches out to you as the expert to solve that problem. Is this making sense? Go ahead and click like to let me know. If you're finding yourself still confused about what topics to start with, then be sure to watch my quick start guide to video, because I'll help you narrow in on your first 5 video topics, write your explainer statement, and tell you how to script your videos. So this is a resource that is absolutely amazing, 100% free. You can just grab that in the description below. Step 3, no more custom proposals. One of the worst parts about the sales process for service-based businesses is that often you're caught writing these custom proposals. They might take hours to write up and you might not even get the gig. Now, here's where we are going to really change things up in your business and streamline the entire process. You are the expert. You know the customer journey that you want someone to go on. So instead of having people tell you what you should do because you're the expert, you are going to say, hey, I know what you need to do, and these are the packages that I offer in order to solve that problem for you. When you clearly lay out these packages ahead of time, then people already will diagnose what they need, and then they will be reaching out to you, once again, knowing exactly what they need. This is also a way to pinpoint those micromanaging clients that are going to be miserable to work with. If someone comes in and they are like, I want this custom proposal and I want it less than the lowest package that you offer, then you automatically know that that person is not someone you want to work with. You can just wipe them off and push them off to someone else, and know that because you've created this consistent content and you have more magnets out there that are attracting more clients to you, you can be rest assured that more leads will come in and you can say no to the ones that are not a good fit. Can I get an amen? Whoop! Drop a comment below and let me know. Step 4, automate sales calls. If your sales funnel requires you to hop on a phone call with your customers before they actually buy from you, then you are going to love this step. You are welcome ahead of time. Instead of trying to go back and forth and schedule a time or have to randomly pick up phone calls whenever your phone rings, what you're going to do is create a Calendly account and have up to 2 calendars for free, so you don't actually have to pay for this service. And then you'll create a time block in your calendar of when you are willing to take sales calls. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, well, people want to book me that day. They call me up and they're ready with a credit card and I want to take them. Yes, that might be the case, but if you are automating your sales calls process, and at this point you've eliminated all competition because clearly you're the expert within this field because you've created all of this knowledge, you've warmed this person up. This person isn't necessarily looking for other people with your services. They want you. You have created a demand, and that person is willing to wait and work according to your schedule to get on a call with you. So what you'll do is you'll create a time block where you're willing to get on the phone with these people, and you can just send this link to them whenever they are ready to hop on a call. And you know that you won't have to stop your flow in fulfillment. For example, if I'm editing a video, I don't want to stop and hop on a sales call with someone because it throws me off from my flow. So I know that whenever they do book, it will be a perfect time to fit my schedule. Now, if you want to take this one step further to where you don't actually have to send someone a sales call, then what you can do is have a form on your website that they fill out any potential necessary information that you need to make a decision of whether or not there's someone that you want to work with or not. AKA, what's your budget? Or what are you looking for? Which package do you want? Whatever the amount of information that you need to make a decision, you have them fill out an application form. And then what I did was within ActiveCampaign, which if this is getting too complex for you, just follow the Calendly link and be done with it. But if you have ActiveCampaign, which is an email marketing platform, then what you could do is set up an if-then campaign. So if this person fills out a form and their budget is under a certain amount, then you can just send them an email that's like, hey, I appreciate that you want to work together, but you don't have the right budget. So here's a couple of resources that you might find helpful. Or you could downsell them into maybe a course or something like that. But if they have the proper answers to get on a phone call with you, they can be redirected to a sales page or sent an email that says, okay, great, now you can book a call with me. So the entire process is automated and you can be fulfilling client work in the background constantly, or I guess in the foreground, you'd be focusing on client work while this sales process is working for you in the background. At this point, you might be wondering, yeah, this all sounds great, but how do I create content in the first place? I'm still working full-time and don't have time to manage all of this. Well, I've created a system that allows you to film once per month and outsource 80% of your editing. That way, you can implement this strategy without having to become a content creator. Now, I have a program, the DIY Video Roadmap, that teaches you how to do this, and I only open up enrollment a few times per year, and that time happens to be right now. So if this video is helpful for you, then I know for a fact that you are going to love this program. I'm putting on a couple of free trainings this week and next to give you even more information about how to go on this journey and help you get started, and then also explain more about the program. So if you are interested in coming on board and working with me, this is a group program where you'll get access to me to answer your questions and everything, then be sure to grab a seat to that training that is linked in the description below. Otherwise, if this video is helpful, be sure to click like, drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.